There is going to be a moment in your life when you think it is not worth it to make art anymore. That you think of all of the money you've wasted and the time that's gone, and you're going to think, what's the point? I'm sitting here in my 40s, and do I have anything to show for it? I thought that same thing in my 30s. I thought that same thing in my 20s. I thought that same thing as a teenager, that I was too late, that I was not talented enough, that I was not meant to do this, that God or whatever is out there just wants me to get a job, make salary, make money. And I find it interesting that we've gotten to this point in the world where it's easier to believe that God wants us to make money, widgets, AI, than it is for us to create. Today, I faced a rejection that brought up so many other rejections in my life. So many times that I sat on the floor crying, thinking, am I ever gonna make it as an artist? And my friend reminded me in this moment of rejection how many times she's sat with me at that bottom, at that rock bottom, and saying, I don't see how I'm ever gonna get up this mountain. And every single time she's reminded me that I'm at that mountain. I'm on it. I'm climbing it every day. I'm climbing the mountain. And I just need to wait to catch my breath to keep climbing. And when I faced the rejection today, she reminded me, she's like, this reminds me of a couple years ago. I had fibroids that were having me bleed nonstop. I was on triple hormones trying to stop them. And my nephew had just died, which reflected right before I started my 30s, my brother had just died. I remember calling her from a Trader Joe's parking lot. Not actually, no, I didn't even call her because I couldn't. I texted her from a Trader Joe's parking lot. And I had just gotten an email from my agent, and it said, everybody had passed. There's nothing else we can do. We need to walk away from this book. And I remember being shocked. I thought this was the one. 20 years of trying to get into publishing, 7 years of actively sending books out to publishers, 4 different books, 3 different agents. I had 7 publishers interested. I thought there was going to be a bidding war. We were so sure this was going to be the one, the big hit. I was set to succeed, and my intuition was like, this is it, Lauren, this is the thing that's going to take you to the next level. And then I felt like my whole life fell apart again. And it was interesting because I'd hit rock bottom before, after my brother died, and I thought I would never get there again, and it felt like being there again. And now it turned around. Publishers got interested in the book, and it's been in bookstores and airports across the nation and right around the world. It worked out. And so when I was sitting on the floor crying on the phone with my friend, she reminded me that I've been here before. I know how to do this. I've had those moments where I didn't trust my intuition or God or my brother, who somehow, I feel like guides me in decisions, and I couldn't trust myself. And one of the things I do over and over again is my 33 Asks program. 33 asks of what I want in life. And I face rejection every single day so I can live the life I want to live. And it hurts, and it's so hard. It is so hard to live a boldly creative life where I am courageously asking for what I want every single day. And sometimes those rejections hurt more than others. But this smile is not fake. Because whether or not they say yes, the ask is the win. And this is what I teach in my 33 Asks program. The ask is the win. I have to let go of the idea that the person on the other side has to say yes for it to be even worth it. Sometimes they're going to say no. And sometimes that no is going to hurt a deep part of your soul that feels unworthy. And sometimes you're going to call your friend, and you're going to be on the floor cuddling your giant white dog, and your friend is going to say, this is just like that time, and that time, and that time, when you never gave up. And so if you were sitting here thinking, that a rejection means you need to give up. If you're sitting there right now thinking that this rejection is the end, I want to remind you that having put yourself out there is the win. As much as this rejection hurts right now, I can say I live a boldly courageous, creative life, that I ask for what I want. And you did the same. You asked for what you wanted. Not to sound too salesy, but if you want to learn how to do that, I have 2 things to help you. 1, my creative life blueprint. Knowing the purpose and the goal and the passion and where I want to go in life helps me get over the rejections. And it's a free Substack post, so you can have it. And 33 Asks, which is a whole program I teach, but I also have a free Substack post as well. So creativelifeblueprint.com, 33asks.com. If you are sitting there and you need something free and easy and digestible, there's audio you can listen to, you can read it, and it's free, and go do it. Because knowing my purpose in life and knowing that I have faced rejection keeps me going in moments like this. And I put it out there to help others do the same. And whatever you do, I hope that you don't let this rejection silence you. This is not the end. It is just another line of proof that you are living boldly and courageously. And this is not going to silence you, because the world needs our stories now more than ever. If you resonated with this and you found it helpful, please be sure to subscribe and follow along on my Substack, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm sharing my process of living a boldly creative life, of everything I know about publishing, and the whole process of me going out there and making my first film. I'm sharing everything I know because there's no gatekeeping around here. I want you to go out there and live a boldly creative life and make your projects as well. So follow along to get inspiration and education, and a little entertainment.